Hello everyone and welcome to Speed Build Sunday. Today we are building a fancy little gym lot. So you'll see me just trying to figure out the shape and everything. This gym ends up having like a male-female bathroom, a female-male locker room with like showers and whatnot. They have saunas. It's gonna have fancy windows. I even left a little opening in the space for like a fancy Christmas tree. I basically just wanted this to seem like an upscale type of like gym. So you see me just trying to figure out like the layout for the front counter area and where like the workers would be if there were workers at the gym. And I kind of tried to put some windows to like the actual like what would be the gym floor, so that way when you walk in you can kind of see what equipment the gym has, or you could look in and see how busy the gym is. You gotta decide, you know what, it's just too busy. And then here I'm trying to figure out if I want to do bathrooms connected, like the toilet part of the bathroom connected to like the shower part of the bathroom, kind of like, I think most gyms are like that. I know my school gym's like that, any Planet Fitness I've gone to is like that. But then I kind of changed my mind because there wasn't a good amount of space to fit everything the way I wanted it, so I decided to do the like shower part of the bathroom separate, and then it also has a sauna in each set of those like shower locker rooms. And I did like, I think I did 2 or 3 shower rooms that are 2x2, and then I did one that's 2x3, and I kind of consider the 2x3 like the more accessible one. Like if any of the Sims had been injured, if they were walking on crutches, anything like that, that's where they would be. And you see me here trying to figure out how to set up the sauna. So there'll be a sauna in both of the like shower rooms. So I'll refer to like the rooms, the shower rooms, and the bathrooms as the bathrooms. So we'll do that there. And then see, like I haven't fully closed off the gym room yet, like the actual gym floor. And originally I was gonna do it like that. I was like, maybe. And then I kind of decided maybe I want to do it a little smaller. And then I decided I want to do like a little cutout for landscaping, because obviously the size lot I'm building this on I think is like a 30x20 or a 30x40. So it's not the largest lot. So I'm trying to make sure that it has a good amount of landscaping and will look really nice on the outside as well. It isn't just like the whole lot is the build. Like is like the building. So I tried to kind of make that room. And there will also be like an area for a yoga class outside, which I think will be really cool for the non-winter months. I'm currently building this on a lot in Newcrest, but it can be placed anywhere. I don't know if I'm going to keep it there, if I'm going to move it. I've been debating if I should just kind of rebuild the whole world, but that's such a huge project to take on. But it would also give me a lot to work with for speed builds, because then I would have tons and tons of builds to work on. You'll see I'm trying to do a more modern roof again. If you've seen the last speed build, I did try to do a modern roof and struggled a little bit with it. I struggled with this one as well, but I think it overall turned out pretty well. And then you'll see I'm trying to leave like a grassy patch for the tree, but there's still like a way for Sims to walk around it if they really want to. And I put like a little fence around it so the Sims don't go in there. I'll do the same around the whole thing. Like all the trees, you'll notice are in like these little cutouts in the pavement. I'll even do it in the front. This people did take place over 2 separate like instances. Like I kind of worked on like half of it at one time, and then I came back and worked on the other half at a later time. So you'll notice eventually like I'll go back and change some of the stuff on the outside and just adjust things a little bit. But I really do like the gym. I think it looks really good, and I'm just trying to find a cool looking sign that I think fits the like aesthetic I'm going for with this build. And I'm really enjoying how it turned out. I really like it. I can't wait to fully use it in some of my Let's Plays and just in some of my personal saves. You'll see here I do stick to the same trees. I think that just kind of makes it look better. And like a lot of these places where they're investing the money to put trees in, they just buy the same tree over and over and over because it's cheaper to buy the tree in bulk. So I kind of figured that's what they kind of did. They kind of bought their trees in like 10 trees and kind of threw them all together on the lot. And there's some clipping there, and I think at some point I try to fix most of the clipping from the trees because it's just so frustrating that it does clip like that. And then I tried to use like this fancy door, and I tried to pick what color I thought would look the nicest. I think I stick with the purple, kind of the color I think fits it the best. And then trying to decide here if I want doors or an archway down this hallway to the bathrooms and the locker rooms and whatnot. And then I'm just putting that door elsewhere, kind of keeping it similar. And then trying to decide what doors I want on these bathrooms. I wish I would have just put like the gender neutral signs, and maybe I'll go back and add those, because it's sometimes frustrating because I play with the walls cut away, like half up, half down, you know, like only the exterior walls show up, and so I can't see the doors to see which bathroom is which, so it makes it a little easier if I just cut that out altogether. And I just didn't think about it when I was building. And you'll see me just trying to pick the doors and put the doors up for all of the bathrooms. I guess in the women's I went with white, and the men's I went with black. And I'm changing the color of the stalls to be like a more aesthetic color. So thinking you want this to be aesthetic, like you're thinking, in my eyes, you're seeing like the fancy people here. You're seeing your famous Sims here that might be posting how they're at the gym and all that. And that's kind of what I'm trying to go for. It's like a very aesthetic type of gym that you like, you want to go there, like if you had money, like it's very statusy. The next struggle is these windows. I could not find good windows that I liked because they just were weird colors. I just didn't like any of them. So trying to find like the best windows I can for this, and I'm just struggling. I don't want any that are open, because if you place this in like a colder biome, it wouldn't look as nice. I ended up going with these stacked windows. I was hoping to get some that went fully floor to ceiling. There's just not any good ones for the medium wall height, but I wanted that taller wall height because it's a gym. Typically gyms do have a taller height. And then my thought was that that pine tree in the middle could be a Christmas tree of some sort. Like in the winter they decorate it for Christmas. I make it look all pretty, so like the way it cuts into the gym allows it to feel very festive around that time. Like it's in the gym and not just outside of the gym, you know. And so that's what I'm doing there. And now it's again the battle of trying to figure out what windows will fit best here, because you want ones that I want them to line up with the top of the other window, but I also kind of want them to come down to the bottom of the counter. And there's just no good windows that fit that awkward of a gap. But I also could have picked this before I picked, like, I could have picked the counters before I did this, but I didn't. And I mean, that's on me, because if I picked different counters, it could have affected what windows I put there, because if the countertops didn't have that little backsplash piece, it would be easier. I just decided to go with the same windows that are on the outside, except with the counter being cut in. You can see the back of the counter, but it's not that big of a deal. It is what it is for me. I don't really care. So now we are on to the second instance or second time that I'm working on this build. Like, this is now a different day, and I don't know if I fully went with these custom content countertops. I want to say I did, but looking back is kind of frustrating, because my goal was to make this a custom content free build, and I guess just in my mind I didn't even think about it. I was avoiding custom content up until this point, which makes me pretty sad. If you want to see this build up on the gallery, I will upload it, and I will take out any of the custom content that I put in. So if we do come back to this, I will take out those bits of custom content and post it. Or if you want, I can make a link to those custom contents below if I can find them. It has been a while since I have put custom content into my game, but if you guys want this build and you want it with the custom content, I can upload it both with and without, so that way there are both versions. If you want it with the custom content the way I have it, you can. If you want it with the basic build stuff from The Sims, the base game stuff, or with the pack stuff, we can do that as well. Just let me know. And you'll see me here fiddle farting with this tile, trying to see if there's a way I can make this cool fancy tile work. I could not figure it out. This stuff was just confusing the absolute daylights out of me, so I just gave up on trying to use that flooring and went with the big old big tiles of marble, and I think it looks really fancy, gives that fancy vibe. And so now I'm just adding in fancy showers, all that. I also will go in and add like shower benches as well at some point. But just me here trying to figure that one out. This is where I decided I would have a bathtub that I could soak in, kind of like the spa. And I'm trying to find like the perfect seating thing for these bathrooms, like I said. Like this one was like, that's cute. Like that'd be good to set your stuff on, but it's not very big and it's not gonna look too good stacked side by side. I did finally settle on these little like wood benches. They kind of reminded me of any like public shower I've been in. They usually have like the flat surface with like cutouts in it, or it's like slats of wood, so that way the like the water can drain through it and not just sit on the seat as much. So I kind of was trying to go for that same idea. And you'll see me here working on the outside. I'm going to focus on this for a little bit. And you'll see the same thing I did with the last more modern speed build I did. I did paint, or not paint, but I did put that black concrete on top to make it just look a little bit cleaner on the roof. And then you'll see me here trying to place all the fitness equipment. We're doing some punching bags. We've got like all the machines. We got a lot of treadmills here. I feel like that's what every gym has the most of. Any gym I've been to, it is so much treadmill, so much cardio equipment, and then like not even close to the same amount of weight equipment, or like the weight equipment you only have one or two of each machine, as where like cardio you always have like 20 treadmills, freaking 10 bikes, different kinds of bikes, all that kind of stuff. That's something I've noticed both like at my school and at like Planet Fitness, is there's always more of each cardio equipment than there is of the actual weightlifting equipment. I was debating if I should leave that yoga mat in the building, but you'll see that outside I did do that yoga instructor mat with a couple mats around it to keep it kind of like a little workout class outside. Like they offer those. I'm sitting here just again fiddle fart with things. So I'm trying to work on a little bit of decorations. I was like 90% sure that there was some weights like this, so I decided I would put those out in front of the mirror. This is kind of like their free weight zone, because again, that's another thing gyms just don't have a ton of, are free weights. So I did that with like a little cushioned area for them to work out at, and I think that turned out really nice, since like, oh yeah, this is here where I'm lifting my dumbbells, I'm doing all my free weights. And then I finally remember that I need to redo the lobby. I use the same cabinets that are in the bathrooms. Again, if I would have thought about it, I would have went with different cabinets. I do love the waterfall edge on these. And then I was trying to figure out, like, how can I make it look like an actual, like, gym where they have the computers where you sign in and whatnot. And I just couldn't get the stupid computers to place the way I wanted them to. And it wasn't that important to me, especially because these gyms in The Sims are not actually staffed. So it literally makes no difference. I wish I would have put like some kind of smaller snacking place or something where Sims could eat while they're at the gym, because I know when I play weight challenges, like sometimes I like my rags to riches, or like early on in some of those other challenges, going to these public lots is huge. But you'll just see me here kind of finishing up some of the outside, putting some benches outside, and then I'm picking some lot traits, or seeing if I have any lot traits that will help boost the fitness skill. I don't think I end up finding any. There really aren't any lot traits that help with the fitness skill. And then I'm just going to try to take some screenshots to get those final pictures for the thumbnail and whatnot. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Leave some suggestions in the comments down below of videos you'd like to see. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe, everyone.